Hey guys, this is section 5.2. I don't have 5.2 here. So section 5.2 is solving systems of equation by using substitution. And the substitution method is an algebraic method where we have to solve for variables. So don't forget, we're going to be using a lot of inverse operations. But the key here is that we're solving systems, and we have to understand that a solution to a system, so when we're solving it, what we're looking for is an ordered pair, x, y, okay, that when I substitute the value x into the equation and the value y, I get a true statement, and that works for both equations of my system. So in this case, I'm looking for an xy ordered pair, okay, an xy ordered pair that's going to, when I substitute for x, whatever that number for x is, when I put it in here, and I put this number for y, it's going to be a true statement, and it's going to work for both of these, okay? Now, this first objective is that we're able to use this substitution method, and we do it when at least one of the equations has a variable by itself, and in here, both of them have y by itself. I'm going to choose to substitute the expression x plus 3 for this y in the second equation. That's what the substitution is. So I take the second equation, and I'm acting like the second equation doesn't have y by itself because I'm using the first equation. In other words, I'm taking this expression because y equals x plus 3, and I'm substituting x plus 3 in for y of the second equation. And then we're solving for x. This is the first step. Like on your student sheet, on your success sheet, you see step 1, substitute and solve for x. Okay, in this case, example. So now we got to get the x's on one side and the y and the constants on the other. Okay, and I get x equals -2 here. So x equals -2. So I know so far that -2 is the x coordinate, okay? And now I want to find the y coordinate. I just go back to this, either one of these, but really, normally you go back to the one that you used with y by itself, and I say that y equals -2 plus 3. So y equals 1. So y is going to equal 1 here, okay? And you're going to be expected to check your answer. So we're going to check our answer, and we're going to do that by plugging the ordered pair -2, 1 into both of these equations. So if y equals x plus 3, okay, and I plug -2 in 1 for y, -2 for x, I get 1 equals 1, and that's good. Now I want to try it in the second one to make sure I'm right. So 1 for y, -2 for the x, we're substituting in here to make sure we get a true statement, plus 5, and 1 equals -4 plus 5, because 2 times -2 equals -4 here, and 1 equals 1. Good. The ordered pair, -2, 1, satisfies both of these equations, therefore -2, 1 is the solution. So this is the solution to this system, okay? Next example, as you can see, I want to see x is not solved for and y is not solved for in this equation, but x is by itself in this equation. See that? It's by itself on one side of the equal sign. There's the equal sign, so it's by itself on one side of the equal sign, okay? And then, so I'm going to take this 2y minus 4, and I'm going to substitute it for that x in the second equation. I'm going to take 2y minus 4 plus 8y equals 16. Combine like terms because they're on the same side. So 10y minus 4 equals 16. Add 4 to both sides. Okay? And 10y equals 20. Divide by 10. And we get y equals 2. So now we're going to, step 2 is plug in. So we're going to substitute this back into that one that x was by itself, because that's going to give us x, right? X equals 2, and then what is y? Y is 2, so 2 times 2 minus 4. Okay, well, I'm using this equation. I'm substituting that y for it. I get x equals 4 minus 4. So in this case, x equals 0. And that's okay, people. X can be 0. So we think that 0, 2 is the solution to this system, and you should check it by substituting in for the original equations and making sure both of them are true. So x plus 8y equals 16. So 0 equals 2 times 2 minus 4. See that I took 2 for x and 2 for y, and I substituted them, and I get 0 equals 4 minus 4, which means 0 equals 0, and we are correct there. And we're going to do the same thing here, okay? So 0 plus 8 times 2 equals 16. 16 equals 16. 0, 2 does make both equations true. Therefore, 0, 2 is the solution to the system.